Lilia and the Loyi, you have big tanky front lines. Eve can stay. If you don't really have much of a backline diver, Eve, real manipulation, you always feel safe after you get glowing one, the Ice Queen's one.
I'm just worried, bro. Like, the Eve goes into real world manipulation and Nolan could just find her in the backline because as long as you're immobile, it's a lot of pressure on Yooms to make sure that they push that Nolan away from Eve.
My only concern for this Eve is you're up against a Minotaur and the Barats where, you know, if they're the first ones to start the fight and they catch the Eve out, then Yoodo Red Giants lose a lot of this control that they're looking at this fight. But it's Yoodo Red Giants, so similar to what we saw in Game 2, I think for SYS it's about hunting this Eve down, taking her out before the fight begins. Whereas for Yoodo Red Giants, it's about righting the wrongs, getting these Hayabusa online and scaling him into the late game.
Seems like the idea for Stormy is the same, right? I have Lilia in the previous game, I have Eve this game, get her items, get her late, get her online. We'll see if she can bend the world and ride the tide of destiny for YRG. Game 3 coming up. Jace, Aries, take it away.
Thank you very much, Husky. Land of Dawn, here we go, game number 3. Once what I just said, see you soon. A corner animal is the most dangerous. Same could be said over the Yoodo Red Giants this time, taking a little bit of a back foot, especially in game number 2.
Yeah, this time around, as See You Soon that's on the opposite end of receiving the aggression from Yoodo Red Giants. Very different to what we usually see when opponents have got against See You Soon, because it's actually the former that puts on the pressure. They want this early game advantage that they are always looking for. We spoke about the identity, but Stormy.
Massive damage coming out from Concussive Blast as well. Flick a little bit slow right there. Will not be able to find Stormy for now. Ra also dangling around. Sakis coming over, jumping over the wall, but no cookie. Both these two teams try to play aggressive, but they know so much at stake on the line right here.
See you soon. They are a team that don't want to go up against, even when they're cornered. We spoke about it time and time again. They can bite back. They did in game 2. Can they do it in game 3? I think so. Right? I think both teams have their own good qualities, their own playstyle. YRG definitely the favorites coming in, but see you soon. I think if they can make this Nolan work in game 2, they definitely can do so in game 3.
Yooms, that's going to be a pounce right here. Flick looking for the backline. Stormy right save. Shadow kill will be committed onto Ra. Shuriken will be there to do the trick. But Flick is just waiting for him right there at the shadow, returning that kill. Revenge is sweet for See You Soon.
I would definitely want to be in See You Soon spot here. Yes, you do lose Rush, you won't have that level 4, but you pick up the Hayabusa, which means the first turtle, by all metrics, should go immediately to See You Soon.
Yep, no contest for now unless Stormy would do something. No level 4 though. Both these two mid-roamers as well. Cram is the one with level 4, but the damage poured onto Yooms a little bit too much. Cram goes in with the onward and the Earth Shatter goes into human form as well. No damage, sticks onto See You Soon.
Yeah, good call by YRG to back off. Yes, they do get burrows at half HP, but you saw the other members of See You Soon just waiting. If YRG had overcommitted there, I think Cram would have just got bursted down.
Now looking at the map state right here, Stormy not up to par in terms of the level as well. Same could be said over to Yooms. They need that level 4 quickly before they could do anything else. See You Soon, on the other hand, the XP lead is definitely in their favor.
Yeah, I think the pressure is onto this If. Yes, he has a ton of crowd control with the real world manipulation, but once again, it boils down to that wave clear. Vexana is still the hero to beat, and right, it's still hard to out-rotate in terms of wave clearing. So See You Soon, they're capitalizing on this. Look at that. Raha drops 2 skills, clears the waves, immediately rotates and looks for the fight. And I think this is where YRG have not found an answer to this Vexana just yet.
Yep, we're talking about the pacing right here. Sorry, I'm Felix swallows to try to outlive the Saki's damage, but unfortunately will go down in the bottom lane. But hold on a second. See You Soon looking up top instead, looking for the trade. Innocent taking a lot of punishment right here. Yooms charging all the way out. Innocent already going down, but will take down Boxy before going down to Flick. And it's not only just that. The Stormy tries to join the fight. Real world manipulation will be committed. Run, has to run for it. Tickling down. Not enough damage to secure that kill.
It comes back to the rotation. Imagine if Vexana was a slightly slower paced mage. That wouldn't have been possible because Yoodo Red Giants. Whoa, that just came out of nowhere.
Yes.
They found Hayabusa at the right spot. See You Soon on a roll.
Yeah, that's basically See You Soon walking into the supermarket, grab something off the shelf and making a run for it without checking out.
This is so uncharacteristic of Sakai's because usually, you know, they just got off a queue up top lane, they would naturally rotate into mid because turtles are already spawning. But for Hayabusa to be there, right, just when you know they're rotating mid and get caught up there, this isn't looking really good for YRG. Yeah, it's just a pick off, but this could mean a second turtle.
Speaking about pickoff, sorry, I'm Felix using the Daytona's welcome to try to hold it down. That's one ultimate from the side of See You Soon, already committed. Yums just holding on to it. That's basically like a loaded gun that Yoodo Red Giant's pointing at See You Soon, ready to fire.
Yeah, interesting pickup actually coming up from the Nolan, where he actually opted to go for the Hunter Strikes first. So he's actually looking to rotate faster, which comes back to how Siusu wants to play this game. They want to constantly rotate to side lanes, find pickoffs, and they might just find one.
Nice Earth Shatter as well. Yums follow it up. The real one manipulation catching everybody off guard. Minorverk also committed, but Spirit of Destruction will Innocent take it. He takes. That's going to be Flick getting stunned up. Eternal Guard will be landed, and the jungler from Siusu is gone.
Innocent, what a play there, on point to find Flick. And Yoodo Red Giants, once again, they find something out of nowhere. Just when we were talking about how they were making these individual mistakes, getting caught out by See You Soon, they come back in. And this is why they are such a tough thing to go up against. Even when you're playing from behind, they can find those pockets of space.
Yeah, the mental fortitude is just solid, right? Yoodo Red Giants, you thought that they already beaten down because of that game number 2. And not only just that, they don't have the best of the early games. But now, it is Yoodo Red Giants commandeering back into the driver's seat.
And it started with this, right? Flick just coming at the right time, and Sakai's, I think he felt a little bit too greedy there to try to go in for a full health Vexana.
Greed is good, but not for this time. Real world manipulation by Stormy trying to hold it down. Sorry, I'm Felix getting slowed down, and there's also Gomalskar picking up that kill. The rest of the Shuriken from the side, Seconds picking up a triple kill, and now also the mid lane will get a little bit threatened. Ra trying to land down Eternal Guard, but to no avail. Yoodo Red Giants a crack open mid.
Yeah, See You Soon, boy. That was really, really risky. And I think for Yoodo Red Giants, I gotta give credit to Innocent here. He's always finding those Spear of Destructions to enter the fight when it mattered the most. Just when they needed that extra punch to win those team fights, the Moskov comes and cleans up, gives his space, the space needed for Yoodo Red Giants to sweep these fights up. And I think for See You Soon, I feel really, really bad for them because they've been doing such a good job at controlling the early game. But Yoodo Red Giants, like I said, they just find these comebacks and equalize that lead.
Yeah, Innocent, man. Those Spear of Destruction has come in really clutch, taking down, the likes of Flick, the likes of Sorry I'm Felix as well. Now, Yoodo Red Giants definitely in driver's seat. 4.6k, 4.7k gold lead in counting. First tier turrets of See You Soon completely dismantled. Yoodo Red Giants definitely in a better spot.
The Red Giants now starting to ramp up. Look at the level leaderboards. Hayabusa, despite going down a couple of times in the early game, now a level higher than Flick on this Nolan, which was definitely one we expect. But hey, the knockup.
Real world manipulation. Boxy will be able to land onto the knockup, but it doesn't really care. The Spear of Destruction already committed. Innocent takes it, and Sorry I'm Felix getting shredded down by the Shadow Kill as well. Yums charging up, will not continue on, but they take down Boxy and they take some damage. And See You Soon. And now has just to back off.
Yeah, this Kufa and Edith feels like what we saw coming up from See You Soon in game 2, constantly in the front line, finding those pickoffs, and then now, instead of having a Vexana, they actually have an Eve that's, precision at the point of times when he enters into those fights.
Even if the range is really short and it gets a little bit awkward, so for Cram to find all these small little angles, small little opportunities that allows you the Red Giants to come back into the game, that's massive right now. But hold on a second, we're seeing a little bit of charge from the side of Yums. Not gonna pull that. The Red Giants still pushing up against See You Soon. See You Soon losing ground.
Look at the goal lead, right?
Yep.
8 minutes in, a 6.2k goal lead for Yoodo Red Giants, and it could possibly get worse as the Lord starts to spawn. You're starting to see Innocent push the advantage because of the fact that he's constantly in these pickoffs, in these early fights. He's been able to be there at the right place at the right time. He's not like this Moskov that needs to be out of the picture for the first 15 minutes game to come in. He's already online. Look at the items that he's already gotten. He's gotten the Holy Tree, the Corrosive Scythe, the Demon Hunter Sword, and the Golden Staff. So he's already ready he's already packing a punch.
He's already packing, bro. If you not see what happened at the top side turret, where basically the Moskov is just trying to take down the turret. Run is just collateral. Just piercing through is a little bit too much. And now speaking about Pierce, Sakai's going in. It's going to be Yums that will engage for his Eternal Guard being baited away. Look at them. The Red Giants taking so much massive ultimates away from See You Soon.
Now that was cheeky. That was really, really cheeky by Yums there. He pulled out the Eternal Guard, but hey, no harm, no foul for both sides. Lot spawning in under a minute, or rather under half a minute.
Oh, they're doing it again. Once again, Yums at the right spot. This time round, they will be able to get it. Run now, gets taken down. Boxy following Sue. Cram knocking out, I'm Felix as well. Innocent leading the minions, the pack of minions down the bottom lane. Yoodo Red Giants. That massive bait turns out to be a massive mentality machine.
Yeah, this was the perfect setup for the Lord take. Now, with both Boxy and Run out of the picture, I would expect no contest from See You Soon, and this allows Yoodo Red Giants to get more map control in the way. With Lord spawning down on probably the top or the bottom lane, they will be able to focus on that outer turret. So this is perfect coming out from Yoodo Red Giants.
I'm just surprised that Yoodo Red Giants did the same thing twice. See You Soon should have seen it coming, but they still fell for that one though.
Well, I can't blame them, right? You would think that after one failed attempt, they probably would settle for Lord, but hey, you're talking about the best team in the world at this point, and it's so deceptive, right? It's so scary, and this is why you don't want to play on the back foot, because every single time you walk out of your auto turrets, there's a possible gank along the way. You could just, without running into a brush, you might just get caught out, and this is the value of the Kufra, right? You have this long range initiation that not many tanks have, because usually, if you compare to like the Tigros, you compare to the Minotaurs, they need a flicker to initiate, but because of the Kufra, they don't need to risk it.
So guys goes into the shadow, kill as well, will be able to tag quite a bit of chunk of damage as well. I'm Felix will go down, Boxy down a little bit low, gets caught in the real world manipulation and Run also gets caught as well. Sike's throwing the shuriken at the same time. Innocent jumps to the back line, Sike finds a little bit too much, but Innocent doesn't really care. Spear of Destruction will be able to complete that kill as well. 3 members on the side of See You Soon already down. Mid bot lane already cracked open. Yoodo Red Giants take full advantage of the Lord.
And with Run out for 20 more seconds, Lord pushing up at top, minions coming in the middle of it.
This could be it.
Yoodo Red Giants might just look to end the game. Lord's still at half HP.
Yep, the Lord's cleaving right here, dealing all damage onto the core. Right now, See You Soon is scrambling for defense right here. Cram jumping into the back line at the same time, but Sekis takes down Boxy like it's nothing, and Innocent goes in to finish the killing blow. See You Soon gets taken down, but it is YRG keeping their record on.
Tough game by See You Soon. Once again, the early game aggression, trying to get that lead, but Yoodo Red Giants, what a response after dropping game 2. And honestly, it felt like the Yoodo Red Giants that we know, right? So coordinated. I think they did really well with the response and pick up on Eve. Husky caught it out. The fact that he could pull real manipulation and just change the entirety of the team fight. And on top of it all, what a game by Innocent, right? This is Moskov. Usually we see more.
Described it was Stormy is the guy that shouts direction, and Yums was like, alright, you want to go there? Let me drive you there. Let me get you to your destination, boy.
Private bodyguard. Basically, it's Yum's secret service right now for President Stormy. But of course, we gotta have to talk about the stats right here. See You Soon not having a great game number 3, but YRG just dominated like a storm.
What changed in this game 3? I know the picks, we kind of caught out some of the picks that allow YRG to have a better, kind of better scaling into that mid-late game phase, but what about the macro sense? What did they adjust, Aris?
Well, first off, I like the Hayabusa pick, right? It's a lot different from what we saw in game 1, or rather game 2, but I think on the side of SYS, the change up in the roamer, this time around not being an aggressive initiator, instead of being a Kufra, you pick up a Minotaur, that kind of set them back a little bit on the back foot. It isn't the worst pick, right? But it's very different to how we saw in game 2 that Kufra could initiate from far away, and it was actually YRG that picked it up, and because of that, it was actually the Malaysians that found those initiations.
I think we are looking at kind of a draft. SYS, game 1 and 2, they wanted to play fast, they wanted to play hard, and then you kind of had to take a back seat, right? They can't really step on the gas as much in game 3 anymore. I mean, the numbers say essentially everything.
Yeah, I think it's the numbers show that it's a really one-sided game, but SYS once again sticking to their identity. Right? They, like we said, they have nothing to lose. They have to play their best in the most comfortable way possible, and I'm really proud of them of even being able to take one game. Right? They went above our expectations. Right?
Correct.
We said the bare minimum that we're expecting is to at least put pressure, and they went beyond that. They took one game off YRG.
Right? Yeah, pop quiz for you, Jace. There are only 2 teams that has been able to take one game off of YRG. Obviously, one is SYS, but do you know the other one?
Fnac.
Smart man. This is
Thank
why
you.
C for Cherdik. Cherdik means clever in Bahasa. It comes full circle, baby.
聪明
Very 聪明, 对, C4 聪明.
Yeah, that's why we have the C stream, baby.
We're on the roll.
Stream. Well, speaking of smart, YRG obviously switching things up in game 3. And Stormy, boy, look at the amount of damage he took, right? Highest DPM as a mage player, as if the real world manipulation, whenever he popped those real world manipulations, he was just dishing damage left and right.
Yo, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit distracted right here. Look at the highest GPM, 933 on Innocent.
Hey.
Man is bombing up like a storm.
What if I tell you it's not even the highest in MY? The highest GPM in MY is held by Chibi in the world. Currently held by Chibi. Record from MPL Malaysia. It's like 1,000 something.
That's crazy because usually your average is like what? If it's 800 GPM, you're doing good.
Yeah, it was achieved on a Nolan, by the way. But look at this graph, right?
Yeah, despite Sson losing game 3, look at the graph, right? It tells that SYS still wants to have that early aggression, and they did manage to get it for at least 1/3 of the game, right? The early game, which we expected that coming up from them. But the good reply from Yoodo Red Giants, the moment Stormy has that real world manipulation, the moment Yums comes into play, I think another mention is also Innocent on this Moskov. Being able to find those Spear of Destruction to join his team in this pickoffs was very, very pivotal to why SRG came back, or rather why RG came back.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, we gotta look at the MVP for this game as well. It's the new Prince of Assassins, the Kings of Assassins. Sakai is on this Hayabusa, 9-2 and 4, running the war cry, and I think when he got the triple kill on the mid side, you kind of know that this game is under YRG's control.
Yeah, definitely, right? Like, look at him. It's just